Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Big Rivers Conference matchup tonight for Hudson Soccer versus the River Falls Wildcats on this sunny Tuesday, April 11th. Glad to have you here. This is Knut Johnson reporting for the Hudson Raider soccer program. Ready to kick off the season here in the Big Rivers Conference for the first match of the year. The field is looking like it's greening up. Ready for the first contest tonight. Looks like River Falls will be taking the kickoff. Heading west into the sun on the field tonight. Should be a good game. Center ref is Dale Possernich there in the red with the black long trousers today. Dale looking at his watch, setting it for the contest, ready to blow the whistle, and we're off. River Falls takes the kickoff, sends it out to the left flank there, and no one able to retrieve that, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Taking the throw up the sideline, the ball's headed out by River Falls, and we'll go back to the Hudson Raiders for the second throw-in of the contest here. Ball goes up to the forward area. That's number 20 for the Hudson Raiders there. Cameron Massini up on the right flank. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be River Falls ball. Long toss in for River Falls, touched by the foot of the Hudson Raiders. Cameron Massini on the ball in the orange cleats for Hudson. Sends it over to Annika Lewis there, who's playing in the left back position. A little bit of a mistouch there, and Taylor Brinkman for Hudson's there as a center back is going to clean that ball up. River Falls sends the ball high and away, out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders there. Senior captain and goalkeeper Karen Chuckles is going to set this ball down for the goal kick. Brinkman and Ani Lewis, number 25 there in the foreground. Ball goes up and in. Touched by the Raiders' Marley Johnston over to Cameron Massini. Cameron Massini, number 20, one of the young sophomores for the Raiders, sends it out to Maddie Haynes on the right flank. A little too far. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for River Falls. Throwing it in for River Falls is a sophomore midfielder, Mariah Marg. Hudson gains control of the ball here, tries to get it forward. River Falls touches it back. Number 12 for the Hudson Raiders, Kyla Shuey on the ball. Ball going back and forth. Marley Johnston trying to send the ball up to the forward position there. Ani Lewis, number 25, the left back for Hudson, now with the ball. Taylor Brinkman sends the ball out of bounds under pressure there. Throw in for the River Falls Wildcats. Throwing the ball in is number 13, Ellie Linehan, the sophomore defender for River Falls. Shuey with the ball, up to Cameron Massini. Massini sends the ball out to the right flank. Number 14 for the Raiders is Emma Olson, another one of the seniors for Hudson. She'll take the throw in. Ball goes up and in toward Maddie Haynes there out on the right flank. Maddie crosses the ball in front of the goal there. Headed up and over the goal. Good scoring opportunity there. That was Katie Woodley, number 21 for the Hudson Raiders there. Another one of the seniors got a nice head on the ball there, but popped it up and over the top bar. Going to be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Goal kick's taken up and out onto the left side for River Falls. Maddie Haynes intercepts that ball and fights for it. River Falls sends it up. Number 13 for the Hudson Raiders there is Carly Tewinkle, another sophomore. Hudson has a lot of seniors and a lot of sophomores and one junior. So the competing for the ball there, number 10 is Emma Richard for the Hudson Raiders in the midfield there. It's going to be a throw-in for River Falls. There's head coach Charles Conley there in the white hat, directing his Wildcats. Ball's thrown in, a header is missed. Carly Tewinkle, one of the two center backs under Coach Solom's 4-4-2 system here, sends the ball up to Maddie Haynes. Maddie Haynes, one of the perennial goal-scoring leaders for the Hudson Raiders, tries to get a touch. Kyla Shuey sends the ball to the midfield there. It's intercepted by River Falls, but then Marley Johnston from the Raiders wins the ball. Hudson loses it, goes back to River Falls there. Kyla Shuey sends it back up to Haynes. Haynes trying to get a touch along the end line there and crosses another ball in. Dangerous ball by Haynes for Hudson Raiders' opportunity to score, but River Falls gets a foot on it, sends it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders again. Number 14 for the Raiders is Emma Olson, taking the throw, gets the ball into captain Maddie Haynes. Haynes once more tries to cross the ball there, touched by River Falls, and then ball's touched out of bounds by Cameron Massini there for the Raiders, and that'll be a goal kick for River Falls. Goal kicks for the Wildcats have been short here so far, presenting opportunities for the Raiders. Ball goes off the foot of Emma Olson there. It's going to be a River Falls Wildcat throw in on the left side as they head west into the sun on this field at the Hudson Middle School. Number 18 is Maddie Shuey taking the throw in for the River Falls Wildcats here. Ball goes up and into the defensive third. Taylor Brinkman, number 15. Captain and mainstay at the center back position for the Raiders, sends that ball out of bounds. It'll be another throw in for River Falls. Taking the throw-ins, Mariah Marg for the Wildcats. Long throw in here, goes out the end line there, and the Raiders will take that ball for a goal kick to restart the attack for the Hudson Raiders. Karen Chuckle in goal in the bright orange shirt and the long black pants. Captain's armband around her shin, takes that free kick. Ball goes toward Richard there. Richard trying to win the ball, going 1-on-3 versus the Wildcats there. That's going to be a tough one to win. Wildcats win that ball, send it upfield, but they send it out of bounds. There's Coach Solom for the Hudson Raiders in a nice looking pair of capri pants. Looking very fashionable as Coach Solom today. Ball goes up and in on the throw in there. Cameron Massini, number 20, out on the right flank, has the ball. She tries to cross it into the center. Waiting for the ball, here's Katie Woodley. Woodley getting the ball over to Haynes. Hudson loses control of the ball to the Wildcats, and Marley Johnston turns that ball around, wins that ball, gets knocked down in the box. Surprised there was no call there. River Falls gaining control there. Back to Hudson. Kyla Shuey sends the ball over to Marley Johnston. Johnston with her right foot tries to get the ball to Massini, can't do it. Kyla Shuey intercepts, goes to Emma Richard. Kyla Shuey back with the ball in the center midfield spot. She's going to try to get that ball out toward Haynes. She did crosses back into the middle. Ball gets turned over to River Falls. River Falls touches the ball on the end line, or the sideline on the side there, and Hudson's going to have this throw in. Emma Richard quickly taking the throw, gets it into Kyla Shuey, number 12 for the Raiders. Shuey back to Richard, gets intercepted by River Falls, but goes out of bounds. Emma Olson, will take that throw in for the Hudson Raiders. Gets the ball up toward Haynes again. Haynes is only 5'1", but I'll tell you, she wins almost every ball she comes in contact with. Tough player. River Falls sends that ball from the center up to the forward position there. Taylor Brinkman with a little bit of a mistouch. River Falls gets the ball, comes back out. It's number 8, Ella DeRocher for the Wildcats with the ball now. Ani Lewis playing on DeRocher. Ball goes to the midfield area there. Ball's won by the Hudson Raiders there, and again, that's Emma Richard. Richard sends the ball up to the left flank where Massini is on the left now. Massini cuts it into the box there, cuts it back, tries to get a shot off here, and does, and it just goes wide of the post. Nice play by Cameron Massini with a good bit of footwork to get past that last defender, shooting to the short side of the net there, and just missed it by about 6 inches. It would have been a great goal for young Cameron Massini. River Falls takes the goal kick. Right to the center there. Ball's bobbled around a bit. River Falls still has the ball. They send it toward the middle to Mariah Marg. Mariah Marg drops that ball down and gains control with the feet. Foul is called on Hudson there, and River Falls is going to get a free kick from the spot of the foul. Compared to some of the things I've already seen, that wasn't much of a foul committed there. Number 2 is Kinsey Rumley for the Wildcats. Gets the ball out to the right side there. Number 13, again, is Ellie Linehan. Sends the ball up, but out the end line there. That'll be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. Karin Chuckle takes the goal kick for the Raiders there. Goes up and out to the Raiders' left side. A little mistouch by Emma Richard there is recovered by River Falls, and they're coming on the attack there. Mariah Marg has the ball. Emma Richard gets a touch on the ball, sends it to the corner. Emma Olson under control with the ball there, but sends the ball out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for River Falls, I believe, and it is. Taking the throw for River Falls is Sydney DeBro. Ball comes across the middle. Intercepted by Ani Lewis with a nice touch there. To number 2, that's number 2 for the Hudson Raiders is Savannah Jensen in the game. Must have substituted at the last whistle. There she is in the center. Emma Olson with the throw-in on this ball. Towards Savannah Jensen, number 2 for the Raiders. Jensen tries to get it up to Katie Woodley and does. Woodley tries to get past another defender. Does get by her. Going to send a ball in, and Katie Woodley scores the first goal of the game and the first goal of the season for the Hudson Raiders. Senior number 21, forward Katie Woodley. Nice bit of footwork to get past the last defenders and shot a ball past the goalkeeper at the 10:35 mark on the season. The Raiders lead the game 1-0 over the River Falls Wildcats. Great goal there by Katie Woodley, and River Falls is now behind 1-0. River Falls takes a touch to kick it off. Number 8 there for the Wildcats is Ella DeRocher with the ball. She sends it back. Mariah Marg tries to send that ball back forward, up to the right side again. DeRocher's there, mistouches the ball, goes out the end line, and that's going to be a Hudson Raider throw-in. Ani Lewis, number 25, one of the many sophomores for the Hudson Raider, takes that throw-in, gets the ball up to Emma Richard. Richard gets that ball to Maddie Haynes, number 16. Haynes sends the ball back on a give and go to Emma Richard, number 10 on the left side there. And did they call that out of bounds? I believe they did. They're going to call a throw-in. Richard couldn't quite get there in time to save the ball. It's going to be a throw-in for the River Falls Wildcats. Taking the throw for the Wildcats is Ellie Linehan, defender for the Wildcats. Linehan sends the ball to Gina Filkins, number 5. Ball goes to the center of the field, intercepted there by Savannah Jensen, number 2 for the Raiders. Jensen sends it wider to the right there, out to Emma Olson, the right D. And Olson chips the ball up and in. That ball goes to Woodley, back to Jensen. Competing for the ball, River Falls ends up with the ball, sending it up the center. Touched by Taylor Brinkman. That goes out of bounds at, that should have been a River Falls Wildcat ball. I believe it deflected off of Brinkman, but and that's what it was. So they're going to give the ball to the Wildcats on the throw. Number 13 is Ellie Linehan taking the throw. Center midfielder there is number 5, Gina Filkins. Filkins sends it to the center back for River Falls, who sends a longer ball up to the center. Carly Tewinkle blocks that ball, regains control, sends it up to her midfielder. Hudson with the ball in the midfield, trying to push the action upfield there. Dale Posernich, the center ref, has to get out of the way. Marley Johnston with the ball now, sends it out to Richard. Ball gets touched off of River Falls, and then Richard. That should be a River Falls Wildcat ball, and I believe they got that call right as well. Linehan ready to take the throw in for the River Falls Wildcats. There you see Maddie Haynes, number 16 for the Raiders. All 5'1" of Maddie Haynes, one of the toughest players I've ever seen play for Hudson High School. Slips on the throw in there a little bit. Ball goes to the center of the field. Savannah Jensen gathers the ball up. She's going to try to get it out to Cameron Massini, number 20. Ball goes a little far, intercepted by River Falls. Now taken by Hudson again. Marley Johnston to Massini. Massini out on the right, a little bit of footwork there. Sends that ball to the center. Maddie Haynes is there, gets it back to Woodley, back to Haynes. Oh, Haynes in the box. Gets a little tangled up there. Thought she was fouled, but I think that was an honest tangling of the feet. And the ball is going to be punted away by goalkeeper Kiara LaCroix for the River Falls Wildcats. Ball's in the center of the field. Marley Johnston competing for the ball. Filkins ends up with it temporarily. Ball goes back and forth, but River Falls sends it from the right side of the field to the top left there, where number 7 for the Wildcats, Leanna Becker, competes for the ball. Sends it up toward number 13, Carly Tewinkle for the Raiders. Emma Olson sends the ball up to Cameron Massini, trying to get up. That's a handball there, and they did call that. Referees right on the calls today, which is great to see. Dale Posternich and his crew made the handball call there. Taking the free kick for the Hudson Raiders, one of the longest legs in the Big Rivers Conference. Taylor Brinkman takes that kick, sends it up and in, headed down by Mariah Marg. Goes out to the right flank for River Falls, but it's off of Ani Lewis, and River Falls will take the throw. Going to be substitutions coming onto the field of play here shortly. Ellie Linehan prepared to take the throw in for the River Falls Wildcats when the subs are on, and they are. Ball comes in, body down by the Wildcats. Ella DeRocher. Ball goes to the center midfield spot. With a nice run here, River Falls gets it to the right flank. That's number 16, Sydney Dubrow, going one-on-one with Taylor Brinkman. Gets by her, gets a ball to the center of the field there. River Falls has the ball in the center of the goal. And the shot by River Falls goes right into the open arms of Karen Chuckle for a great stop for the Hudson Raiders there. That was a good concerted offensive effort by River Falls, thwarted by senior captain Karen Chuckle for the Raiders. Hudson has the ball with Marley Johnson, number 8, in a defensive holding position. And she gets the ball to the right flank out there toward Emma Olson. Competing for the ball back there is number 5 for the Hudson Raiders. And they gain possession on that ball. Taking the throw is Emma Olson. Throws back toward Carly Tewinkle. Tewinkle sends it back to Olson. Intercepted by the Wildcats, and they have the ball in the attacking third here, crossing the ball in. They send it to the deep corner. Tewinkle just clears that ball up and out of bounds. It's going to give River Falls a throw in inside their attacking third. Number 2, Savannah Jensen. Ball goes off her feet to Taylor Brinkman. Brinkman clears the ball past the center there. Center line, the River Falls sends it back to their goalkeeper, Kiera LaCroix. LaCroix sends it out. Haynes intercepts the ball. That could have been dangerous with the goalkeeper out of position up into the midfield area there. Hudson gains the ball again, and that's Emma Richard in an attacking midfield position, trying to get a ball up onto the top there, but cannot. Gets intercepted by River Falls. River Falls trying to maintain possession of the ball, and Hudson badgering them in the midfield there, right around the center line. Marley Johnston tries to slot a ball there to Maddie Haynes, and does. Haynes crossing the field in between two players, sends a ball in. Easily gathered up by Kiera LaCroix, but it was a shot on goal by Maddie Haynes, the senior captain for the Hudson Raiders. River Falls regains the ball there. Ani Lewis pressuring up. Ball goes back to the right side there. Ellie Linehan with the ball in the defensive half of the field for River Falls. Maddie Haynes with the ball crosses fields. Ball's mistouched there by number 18, Maddie Shue of the Wildcats there. Flag goes up, ball goes out of bounds. Ball's going to be awarded to River Falls here. It's a free kick. They called a foul there, so the free kick will be taken by the River Falls Wildcats. Nice long ball, lofted into the air to the center line there. Ball's touched out of bounds by River Falls. It's going to be a Hudson throw. Number 3 for the Raiders in the game taking the throw in is Isabel Wisty. Izzy Wisty takes that throw for the Raiders. River Falls and Hudson fighting for the ball along the sideline there. Ball comes up to Mariah Marg. She sends the ball further up the field, but it goes out of bounds untouched, and that's going to, it was off, must have nicked off a Raider there. I think you see Coach Solom saying that should have been a Hudson throw, but Marg ends up going back to where the ball went out of bounds there. She's got a long throw in there. Ball's headed down by Hudson, recovered by River Falls and sent in. Taylor Brinkman has the ball at her feet now for the Hudson Raiders. Tries to get that ball to Marley Johnson, but it's intercepted by River Falls. Back to Hudson now. Johnston has the ball once again, trying to slot it through Connaught. Carly Tewinkle sends it up, but it's intercepted by River Falls. Mariah Marg with the ball, sends it to the midfield. Cameron Massini back in the game, slots a ball through, but it's intercepted by River Falls. Touched out to the right side there. Ani Lewis steps up on the play, gets that ball over to Marley Johnston. Johnston and Ellie Linehan there fighting for the ball. Goes out of bounds off of River Falls. Annika Lewis takes the throw into Maddie Haynes. She touches it, heads it, puts it down toward her feet there. A good interception by Gina Filkins on that ball. That's a good bit of work by the River Falls defender there at the time, Gina Filkins, to win the ball for the Wildcats. Going up to the outside there again, that's to Ella DeRocher. DeRocher tries to send the ball through, but it's intercepted by Taylor Brinkman. Nice little back tap by Brinkman, gets the ball up to Marley Johnston. Johnston with a left foot sends it to the center, intercepted by River Falls. There's Brinkman again. Brinkman lost that ball, but it goes back to Marley Johnston. She gets the ball wide to Carly Tewinkle, and then Tewinkle gets it to Wisty. Wisty with the ball, but loses it. River Falls sends it up into the air. It's headed down by Ani Lewis there, and then footed up to the right forward position by River Falls. It's kicked out of bounds by Taylor Brinkman. That'll be a River Falls throw in here after substitutions come onto the field.
River Falls.
So the back line for the Raiders is Ani Lewis, Taylor Brinkman, Emma Olson, and Izzy Wisty on the back four for the Raiders. The throw in there is intercepted by Ani Lewis, goes up to Haynes, but Haynes loses that control of the ball. Hudson regains control temporarily there, then River Falls owns possession. Ball's bouncing around, nobody's able to control that ball right now. Tewinkle steps up to gain control of this ball. Gets it over to Massini, who sends the ball out wide to Savannah Jensen, number 2 for the Raiders. Raiders sends it out wide for Izzy Wisty. Wisty with the green cleats on, sends it up to the right side there for the Hudson Raiders. Hudson has the ball, sends it back to the midfield, but it's intercepted by the Hudson Raiders there. Number 5 for the Hudson Raiders. I've got the roster for the Raiders, and I do not see a number 5, so I apologize. I don't have the name for that player. We'll have to figure out who number 5 is. The Wildcats send the ball in. Gina Filkins trying to shield that ball, but Haynes gains control of it. Haynes with the ball in the center there, tries to get it out to the left side to Ani Lewis. Ani stops her run there, and the ball just goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Might have had something there if Ani continued to run on that play, but she may have been fearful of being offsides on that too. River Falls is going to take the goal kick here. Looking into the sun, you see the goalkeeper shielding her eyes. Not a great kick there. Goes to the center. Does go to Gina Filkins though. So Filkins goes into 2 players. Marley Johnson dispossesses, sends a shot into goal, and it goes wide of the mark there, just a few yards to the left of the post. But good job by Marley Johnston dispossessing the ball and getting a shot off from about 25 to 30 yards out above the top of the box there. River Falls ready to take another goal kick here. Another goal kick right to the center. Boy, that young lady's going to make it tough on her team if she keeps sending goal kicks to the center there. It's the second time Hudson intercepted the goal kick. That was just a weak ball right to the center there. Filkins gets the ball outside to the defender there for the Wildcats, who sends it upfield to the right forward position. Number 16 for the Wildcats, Sydney Dubrow, had a step on Annika Lewis there until Taylor Brinkman stepped in and recovered for the Raiders. Now Marley Johnson has control of the ball, sends it outside to Izzy Wisty. Wisty, number 3 for the Raiders, brings the ball up the right flank, ready to send the ball up, and does. And intercepted by a defender there, but Cameron Massini gets a touch on the ball, but nobody there for the Raiders. It's going to be a throw-in for the River Falls Wildcats. Remy Rickert is the side judge. Oh, that's a terrible throw. That should be called for. Didn't go over the girl's head on the throw. Should be a Hudson Raider throw in there for a bad throw, but they got the throw in because it was knocked out of bounds by River Falls anyway. Taking the throw for the Raiders, Izzy Wisty. Wisty sends a high ball in towards Cameron Massini, who heads it to the center of the goal. There's 22 for the Hudson Raiders there, and that's Tyler Huber, the only junior on the team this year. Huber had a bit of a scoring opportunity there. Wildcats with the ball, trying to get it up to number 12 there. That's Caitlin Levi. Intercepted by Hudson. It goes toward Marley Johnston there, but River Falls gains it back. Gina Filkin sends a nice ball up to the left flank there, but a little too high, a little too far for number 16, Sydney Dubrow. And Karen Chuckle grabs that ball, punts it away. Savannah Jensen for the Raiders has the ball, sends it in. Nobody there from Hudson. Gina Filkins from River Falls gathers the ball, does a nice little step over, but loses the ball to Carly Tewinkle. And Tewinkle temporarily lost that ball. Goes back out to Jensen. Hudson sends the ball upfield, but River Falls intercepts. Tries to cross fields here. Taylor Brinkman's in the center of the field and intercepts in front of Dubrow. Izzy Wisty for the Raiders again with the ball on the right flank there. A little too far, but gains it back. Carly Tewinkle tries to get a ball up to Jensen. Jensen gets it over to Cameron Massini. They're calling a foul on that play. And the free kick's taken by River Falls in a rush to take that free kick, and actually had a bit of a scoring threat there when the River Falls right forward there slipped by Ani Lewis, and Lewis was able to shield the ball so Karen Chuckle could grab it and punt that away, which she did. Filkins with the ball for River Falls, tries to slot a ball there and does. Number 8, Ella DeRocher there had an opportunity but couldn't control the ball. Taylor Brinkman comes in, touches the ball away off of DeRocher, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders by Karen Chuckle. Chuckle sends the ball in, drops about midway between the arc of the circle on top of the box and the half line there. Hudson with the 4 backs there. Emma Olson just sends the ball out under pressure in the box there. Olson sends it out. Mariah Marg, number 4 for the Wildcats, a young sophomore talented player for River Falls, takes the throw in there. Ball is kicked into the arm of the Hudson Raider, but not called. River Falls ends up with the ball there, and they're center back, and they try to send it forward and do, but Carly Tewinkle's there for the Raiders. Tewinkle with the ball now, tries to send the ball up and in. It's touched by River Falls, but then gathered in by number 5 for the Raiders. And number 5 may be Emma Blank. River Falls Wildcats have the ball. Gina Filkins, number 5, with the ball in the center. Captain Gina Filkins, dispossessed by Marley Johnston, but River Falls regains, but sends it upfield right to Hudson's left back, Ani Lewis. Ani sends it to Savannah Jensen. Battling for the ball is our mystery player, number 5 for Hudson, but the ball comes up to the center area there. Taylor Brinkman clears that ball out in front of Dubrow. River Falls sends the ball in across the top of the box there, and Karen Chuckle comes forward nicely to gather that in. Ani Lewis defending that right forward for River Falls all the way. Chuckle sends the ball up near the half there. Marley Johnston recovers the ball, trying to get it to Massini, but River Falls intercepts. Massini wins the ball back, sends it out to her right side there. Number 5 for the Raiders with a nice bit of footwork there, keeps the ball in play along the sideline there. Then it's dispossessed, recovered by River Falls, and Mariah Marg has the ball now, dribbling for the Wildcats. She's crossing fields to the right flank there. The ball gets skipped past both players competing, and Taylor Brinkman there sends a left-footed ball up to Tyler Huber, number 22, the junior for the Raiders. Sends it back to Tewinkle. Tewinkle trying to send it forward. It's headed up back into the midfield by the River Falls Wildcats, where Filkins has the ball on her feet, sends the ball out to number 8, Ella DeRocher. DeRocher along the touchline there at the end, crosses the ball in front of the goal. Karen Chuckle reaches up for that ball. The ball lands in front of the goal, and it's headed in by River Falls. That ball just bounced up in the air off the header. It was bouncing right along the goal line there, and Hudson could not clear. And the River Falls Wildcats at the 28-32 mark tie this game up 1-1. Terrific goal there by the River Falls Wildcats, being opportunistic in front of the goal, and no one marking that last River Falls Wildcat, who sends the ball to the back of the net. And when Hudson couldn't maintain possession of that ball. It's a 1-1 game here, folks, in the first game of the BRC season from the Hudson Middle School field. It's your Hudson Raiders versus the River Falls Wildcats. Now all knotted up at 1-1. Kyla Shuey for the Raiders tries to send the ball upfield and does. Number 21 is Katie Woodley up as the right forward there. Ball goes all the way to the fence across the track. And it'll be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders here in the attacking third. Taking the throw for the Raiders will be Kyla Shuey. Shuey, another one of the many seniors for the Hudson Raiders, number 12. Shuey with the ball at her feet, sends the ball back in toward the box there, and it goes harmlessly out the end line. And that'll be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Looking into the sun, the Wildcats are going to take this goal kick. And this time they go wide of the mark, which is a much smarter idea than what they've been doing. Woodley to Haynes, but the ball gets dispossessed. Kyla Shuey had temporary possession. It goes to River Falls. Taylor Brinkman has the ball at her feet right now, tries to get that upfield, and Annika Lewis and Marley Johnston both battling for it. Taylor Brinkman ends up with it again. Couple of touches, sends it up the line there to Tyler Huber. Huber sends the ball into Emma Richard. Richard gets dispossessed by the Wildcats, and Carly Tewinkle with the ball. Sends it up to that right flank to Katie Woodley. Katie Woodley with Hudson's first goal is going to cross the ball in front of the goal face here. Goes wide right of the goal there and out of bounds out the end line. That's going to be another goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Another good effort on offense by the Hudson Raiders there. Short kick there, headed by Haynes over to Woodley. Ball goes out to the left flank there for River Falls as they start their attack. Shuey intercepts that ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for the Wildcats. Big crowd on the field over on that south side of the field there, and anytime the ball gets near there, it's going to fall off the table. With the ball for the Hudson Raiders, coming up field now is Emma Richard, number 10, the senior for Hudson. She tries to get a shot off there and does. Gathered in by Kiera LaCroix. A ball right to the goalkeeper there. LaCroix punts the ball away. Ball is going to drop shy of midfield. Ball goes out of bounds off the River Falls Wildcats, and that'll be a Hudson Raider throw in there. Number 25, the sophomore defender for the Hudson Raiders, Annika Lewis, will take this throw in. Nice throw in by Ani up the line. Tyler Huber is there, competing with number 11 for the Wildcats. That's Aaliyah Nelson. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be the Hudson Raider ball again for the throw in. Lewis runs up to take this throw in to get more attackers into the game. Smart by the Hudson Raiders. Looks like substitutions coming onto the field here. Hudson this year is coached by Steve Solom, who also coaches the boys team. The former coach, John Knutson, for the Hudson Raiders, is now the varsity boys and girls tennis coach. So Knutson coaches the girls in the fall and the boys in the spring right now. And as his long-lost cousin, Knut Johnson, you know, I'm sure he misses the game, but Solom is going to do a great job with these girls this year. He's had a lot of success with the boys. Hudson has the ball here. Number 11 for the Raiders now touches that ball away. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders here. Oh, it's going to be a free kick after the foul there. Looks like Emma Richard got fouled. The free kick's going to be taken by Emma Olson, I believe, number 14 there. Shuey backs off a little bit to be on the defensive end. Emma Olson sends this nice chip in. Emma's always got a good, soft, high chip in there. Raiders competing for that ball up in the box there. Marley Johnston was the closest, but it's recovered by Kiera LaCroix of the Wildcats and punted away. Shuey battling for the ball on the left sideline there. Ball comes upfield there. It's going to be center defender, Emma Olson, clears that ball out the sideline there, and it's going to be a throw in for the Wildcats. Number 2 for the Wildcats as Kinsey Rumley sends the ball back. It's intercepted by Marley Johnston of the Raiders. Filkins attacking her from behind. River Falls wins that ball. Filkins again sends the ball back to her center backs. The center backs try to send it up, but it's intercepted by Emma Richard. River Falls recovers, wins that ball. And Marley Johnston and Carly Tewinkle pestering enough to win that ball away. Send the ball up to the left flank toward Tyler Huber. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the River Falls Wildcats. Substitutions coming onto the field again. Number 11 for the Wildcats is Aaliyah Nelson, who will take the throw in when the subs come on. Aaliyah takes the throw in there, gets it back to her center back, and she just kicks it out of bounds there. That's just kind of a missed touch by the Wildcats. Under pressure, forcing her to kick that ball out of bounds. And Annika Lewis, the left back for Hudson, will take the throw in inside the Hudson half. And Hudson just sends that ball out of bounds. I think that is Ashley Anderson for the Hudson Raiders. Sent that ball out of bounds under no pressure at all. Another marginal throw in by the River Falls Wildcats. Ball goes up into the center backs area there with Emma Olson. Emma Olson touches the ball out of bounds. There'll be another Wildcat throw in here. Aaliyah Nelson taking the throw for the Wildcats again. That's a much better throw. Emma Richard intercepts, tries to get the ball cross field, but it just goes right to the River Falls Wildcat player until Kyla Shuey intercepts. River Falls regains the ball. Carly Tewinkle ends up with it after a touch. Tries to send it up and out toward Katie Woodley there, but a little too much on it. Ball goes out of bounds. Number 13 is Ellie Linehan for the Wildcats, is going to take that throw in and does. Ball goes to Filkins as the center midfielder there. Filkins, a real dynamic player for the Wildcats, very fast. Sends a great ball to the center D position there, and the Wildcats are 2-on-1 on the attack there. Can't make anything come of that. Emma Olson touches the ball out of bounds under pressure there. And it's going to be a Wildcat throw in right by the flag there. Number 11 is going to be Aaliyah Nelson taking that throw. Number 14, Molly Bishop, is the forward there. Filkins gets the ball back to Nelson. Nelson back to Filkins. Intercepted by Marley Johnson, but it does go into the box area there. And Ashley Anderson does clear that ball out of the box. Tyler Huber gets a touch there. Huber gains position, got a lot of space to run. Huber dribbling the ball, gets it to the center to Maddie Haynes. Haynes trying to get a touch, does, up toward the center there. That's going to go right to the goalkeeper there. That's Kiera LaCroix for the Wildcats, who sends the ball out to Aaliyah Nelson on the left flank. Nelson sends it back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper drives the ball high and away. River Falls competing for that ball. Comes out toward number 14, Molly Bishop. Bishop and Filkins there near the ball for the Wildcats. Emma Olson has the ball in the center back position for the Raiders. Intercepted there by number 7. That's Leanna Becker for the Wildcats. Ball goes off the Hudson Raiders, Emma Olson, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats here. Substitutions coming onto the field to play again. Aaliyah Nelson, number 11 for the River Falls Wildcats, will take that throw-in. You can see Molly Bishop there, and then again number 7, Leanna Becker, in the camera view there. Now Marley Johnston, number 8, joins in to defend and mark the players there. Aaliyah Nelson takes that throw and throws it toward the end line there, and Ani Lewis smartly just lets it go. Hudson Raiders will take the goal kick there. Not sure why Aaliyah Nelson just threw the ball out of bounds. That certainly didn't make a lot of sense there. Chuckle sends the ball out to Ani Lewis. Lewis gets the ball to Richard. Richard with a little bit of a mistouch there, loses it to Gina Filkins. Filkins and Ani Lewis battling for the ball. Lewis with the ball. It's touched out of bounds off Filkins. It'll be a throw-in for the Raiders. Ani Lewis, number 25 for the Raiders, with the throw. Tries to get it up the line to Richard. River Falls has the ball here. Number 2 is Kinsey Rumley, another captain for the River Falls Wildcats, battling for the ball there. Carly Tewinkle sends the ball up toward Haynes. Haynes off her feet and in the air there, wins this ball. Going against number 11, Aaliyah Nelson. Haynes crosses the ball into the center, tries to switch fields, but it's intercepted by River Falls and sent toward their left flank, but it goes out of bounds. Hudson will take this throw. Kyla Shuey with the throw in there. Goes to Emma Richard. Richard tries to send the ball with a little chip up and in. Goes toward the corner of the field there. River Falls uses the Hudson player there to, well, I guess it didn't. It looked like Katie Woodley might have hit that. But they're saying that River Falls kicked it out. That's going to be a corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. Let's see if they have a set play designed to give them an advantage on a corner kick here against the Wildcats. Number 15, Taylor Brinkman, will be taking this corner for the Raiders. Brinkman very good with her long, lofted goal kicks and corner kicks here. Ball is chipped up and into the box area there. The Hudson Raiders are by the ball, and they, in a tangle of bodies there, the ball gets sent out of bounds. Number 21, Katie Woodley, was there. Could have had her second goal of the game if the ball bounced right, but it did not. River Falls was in the area with several defenders, obviously, and it looked like Hudson kicked the ball out. It's a goal kick for the Wildcats. Here we are with a 1-1 game in the first game of the Big Rivers Conference this year between your Hudson Raiders and the River Falls Wildcats. River Falls number 3 is Ashley Nelson taking the goal kick here for the Wildcats as soon as substitutions all come on. Aaliyah Nelson looking for that ball. The ball comes up and out, but it goes to Haynes. Haynes winning the ball from Gina Filkins. Haynes tries to send the ball over to Cameron Massini, number 20. Battling for the ball is Haynes and Filkins. Emma Olson coming up to challenge Aaliyah Nelson, but the ball goes off of Emma Richard, and it'll be Aaliyah Nelson, number 11, taking the throw in for the River Falls Wildcats. Nelson with the throw in, goes to Filkins. Filkins tries to turn it upfield here, goes right into Emma Richard with the ball for a second time also, uses Richard. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be River Falls Wildcat throw in. Still in the first half here, folks, of a 1-1 tie between the Hudson Raiders and the River Falls Wildcats. Aaliyah Nelson with the throw in again. Maddie Haynes with the ball for the Raiders. Haynes, always dangerous, is developing a trend here. Haynes is getting the ball and crossing flat across the center of the field looking for something. Carly Tewinkle gets the ball there to the center midfielder and trying to get it to Cameron Massini, and does. Massini with the ball, loses control, goes to Marley Johnston. Johnston sends the ball up to the center and out off to the left side of the goal. That's going to be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Raiders have not been able to connect in the box area for better opportunities. Ashley Nelson, number 3, the sophomore defender for the River Falls Wildcats, is going to take the goal kick here, and once again she sends it to the center. It's intercepted by Massini, but Hudson can't maintain possession. It goes over to River Falls, who loses that possession. It goes from Shuey to Tewinkle. Tewinkle with the ball. Nice little chip up to the center. Massini tried to flick it over to Maddie Haynes. Ball's intercepted again by Hudson. Carly Tewinkle. She sends it out to Katie Woodley. Woodley with a potential crossing opportunity comes to Haynes, and Haynes buries the ball into the back of the net. Jumps into the arms of Katie Woodley. That's Maddie Haynes' first goal of the year. Glad to see her get that one on the board. And it was a beautifully crossed ball by Katie Woodley to Maddie Haynes at the 42:02 mark of the first half. So within 3 minutes of the end of the first half, Haynes gets her first goal of the year, assisted by Katie Woodley. Beautiful combination. Just talked about combination play there in the box, and Woodley crosses a beautiful ball to Haynes, and the Raiders take advantage of that for a 2-1 lead just prior to the half. Haynes with the ball again, battling hard. River Falls number 16, that is Sydney DeBro with the ball. Hudson with the ball back. Emma Richard trying to chip the ball into the middle there, intercepted by River Falls. Ani Lewis steps up, gets the ball, sends it to Carly Tewinkle. Tewinkle sends it to Cameron Massini. Massini, number 20, with the ball, sends it out to the right flank there to Kyla Shuey. Kyla sends that ball back in toward Massini. River Falls gets that ball up toward the center, and Taylor Brinkman takes a nice step up, but the Ball is a little far away to control. Ani Lewis steps up. Same thing. Ball bounces out wide, but Ani has green space there. Sends it down the left flank for the Raiders. Nobody up in the midfield or forward position to receive that one. Ball goes harmlessly out the end line, and that's going to be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Ashley Nelson for the Wildcats, ready to take this goal kick again, and if she goes to the center, my gosh. And she doesn't this time, goes up and out. Much better play, even though Hudson still intercepts and wins that ball. Haynes battling for the ball. Right now, Massini trying to win that. River Falls sends that ball up past the half, and it goes into the attacking third for River Falls, but Taylor Brinkman's there, and she more than likely is going to win that play, and she does. Sends a beautiful ball to Carly Tewinkle in the center field. And Marley Johnston gets the ball over to the right side to Kyla Shuey. Kyla on the right side of the field for the Raiders now. Sends the ball up to Massini. Massini battling for the ball. Massini sends the ball up toward number 21, Katie Woodley. Woodley with the ball after the beautiful assist. Woodley battling for that one. River Falls gains possession. They go back up to number 7, Leanna Becker. Becker sends the ball, trying to get it to her forward there. That's number 18, Maddie Shue. And Shue battling for the ball along with Kyla Shuey of Hudson. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see who owns this one. Shuey still down on the ground. Hope she's not hurt here. Dale Posternich crosses his arms to stop the clock. Shuey might be dinged up here. Looks like the trainer may be needing to come onto the field for this one. Shuey still on the ground. She's sitting up right now. Now she stands. I think she's probably okay. There's Mike Renfro, the athletic trainer for the Hudson School District, is seeing Maddie Shuey. How about Kyla Shuey off the field there after getting a little dinged up on that play with River Falls. Still need to see who is awarded this ball here. Looks like Dale Posternich is awarding a throw-in to River Falls. There he is signaling the throw-in for River Falls out the touchline there. Heading west. Hudson will pack it back in on defense. You see number 2, Savannah Jensen, number 10, Emma Richard, number 8, Marley Johnston there on the defending side. Katie Woodley coming into the picture. River Falls takes that throw and it's headed out. Mariah Marg is going to take another throw for the Wildcats. Down onto the ground to the feet of Filkins. Marg gets the ball back. It goes off of Marley Johnston out of bounds. Going to be yet another throw in for the River Falls Wildcats. Marg may go deep into the box with this one. Actually, she comes across to the center there trying to get it to number 7, Leanna Becker. The ball does go toward the goal, but out the end line there, and that should be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. They're saying it's off of Hudson, so they're going to actually give a corner here. Hudson setting up their corner kick defense. Time is running short before the half. River Falls is hurrying. They try to get the ball in. It's intercepted by Emma Richard. And Richard just drills the ball out of bounds. And that's the end of the half here, folks. Hudson leads the game 2-1 at halftime. Here we are ready for the second half. Canute Johnson reporting for the Hudson Raiders soccer team. Emma Richard with the ball sends it out to the left flank to Maddie Haynes, the senior captain, number 16. Dangerous, already 1 goal on the game. She sets the ball out to Emma Richard. Emma Richard crosses the ball into the box. It's intercepted by River Falls. River Falls clears the ball out to the left touchline there, and Hudson now heading west. For this half will have the ball. Ani Lewis sends the ball into Emma Richard, number 10. She takes it down to the flag, crosses the ball into the box. River Falls intercepts and sends the ball back on the defensive end for Hudson to Ani Lewis. Taylor Brinkman sends the ball over to Carly Tewinkle. Tewinkle out to Emma Olson, starting the game like second half like they started the game with the lineup here. Marley Johnston, number 8, the talented sophomore, sends the ball up to the left side for Maddie Haynes. Haynes tries to get the ball across the box and does. Number 21 gets a shot, and Richard, Katie Woodley that is. Katie Woodley gets her second goal of the game with a left-footed chip above and beyond the goalkeeper. And just 55 seconds into the second half here, the Hudson Raiders in the second half take a 3-1 lead over the River Falls Wildcats. Beautiful ball by Haynes. They just switched roles there. Haynes with the assist and Katie Woodley with the goal for the Hudson Raiders. Woodley with 2, Haynes with 1. Great game so far for the Hudson Raiders. Emma Olson, number 14, the senior for Hudson, will take this throw. Goes to the feet of Shuey. Shuey just knocks that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the River Falls Wildcats. River Falls takes the throw in. Hudson gets a touch, goes out toward the end line and out of bounds. That's number 18, again, Maddie Shue for the River Falls Wildcats to take the throw and does. Gets this ball to number 7, that's Leanna Becker. Becker goes, tries to cross fields there. Haynes kind of intercepts that ball. River Falls gets a touch high into the air. It's headed by Katie Woodley. Now it's down to Woodley's feet. Gets it over to Marley Johnston, trying to get it up to Maddie Haynes there. Emma Richard with the ball, turns it, comes headed upfield toward the top of the box, tries to slot a ball in there to Woodley. Woodley back to Emma Richard. Richard with the ball at her feet, and Woodley in the box there. River Falls clears it out of the box. Emma Richard, number 10, with the ball on the right side now. Kicks that ball out of bounds, and it's going to be a River Falls throw-in. Emma Olson with a left-footed ball into the box area there. That's caught by Kiara LaCroix, the goalkeeper for the River Falls Wildcats, a junior. LaCroix punts the ball toward midfield. Gina Filkins, number 5, with the ball. Center back, sends it up to, and Carly Tewinkle of Hudson intercepts, tries to get a ball through to Katie Woodley. Woodley on the ball for the Raiders. Woodley sends that ball to the top center of the box there. Number 20, Cameron Massini has it. She switches fields, and Ani Lewis has the ball, gets a shot off, and it goes to the left side of the goal and out of bounds. Out the end line there. That'll be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. River Falls has not exhibited a great deal of consistency or quality with their goal kicks, but the Raiders have not exactly been able to take advantage of that either. River Falls with this throw in here. Intercepted by Marley Johnston of the Raiders. Gets the ball to Emma Richard. Back to Johnston. Johnston with the ball on her right foot there. Sends it back to Carly Tewinkle. Tewinkle, number 13 for the Raiders, sends the ball to Emma Olson. Emma Olson for the Raiders has the ball along the right touchline there. Ball's knocked out by Leanna Becker for River Falls, and Emma Olson will take the throw in for the Raiders. Ball's touched out by River Falls, going to be given to Hudson again. Emma Olson with the throw. Headed out by River Falls. Leanna Becker gets a touch there, goes to the center of the field where it's intercepted by Ani Lewis. Ani can't keep it close enough. Number 16, Sydney DeBro, has the ball for the Wildcats, goes over to Hudson. Ball comes into Massini, but gets knocked away by 10 feet, and River Falls owns that ball for now. Leanna Becker gets the ball to the outside there. Hudson intercepts. Goes from Emma Olson into Cameron Massini up on top. Mistouched by the Wildcats. Now it's Emma Richard with the ball. Tries to get a ball to the outside to Maddie Haynes. Haynes dangerous with the left foot. Hits the post. Ball comes out near the top of the box to Katie Woodley. And Woodley gets a ball back to Kyla Shuey, who unloads the right foot, but it goes wildly astray to the right side of the goal there. And that'll be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. A couple of good opportunities. Haynes is just so dangerous with that ball. She makes a living either crossing balls or being on the backside of a goal to clean one up. And great job by the Hudson Raiders today with one goal and an assist or two by Haynes, and the same for Katie Woodley. Kyla Shuey with the ball there, sends it toward the center to Massini. River Falls intercepts. The ball's headed by Emma Olson, but possession is regained by the Wildcats. Number 8, Ella DeRocher with the ball, tries to send it up to Leanna Becker. Becker sends the ball up. No one's there. Ball goes out of bounds, but the ball goes off of Hudson, so that will be a Wildcat throw-in. Back for the Raiders, you see Emma Olson, Carly Tewinkle, Taylor Brinkman. Kyla Shuey coming into the picture there, number 12 to Mark. Ball goes into the corner of the box there for the Raiders, and Marley Johnson is there to intercept and get the ball to Emma Richard. River Falls gets a touch on it, tries to send it back in. Field is crossed there. River Falls has an opportunity. Mariah Marg with the ball trying to get one up into the air, but Taylor Brinkman steps into it. I think they're going to call a handball on that. Again, let's not get into the rules of a handball because the rules state that it has to be intentionally touched. So if you kick a ball into a kid's hand, technically it is not a handball, but that's exactly what they called there. Remy Rickert, the side over there, calls a handball. Dangerous spot, about a yard outside the box on the right side there. So River Falls will have a free kick here on a missed call or an incorrect call there. And River Falls takes the free kick there, sends it up toward the box, and it is chipped in and then touched and caught by Karen Chuckle. Good job by the Hudson defense, and Chuckle in goal to grab that one. Chuckle punts the ball. It bounces past midfield. That's a good punt by Chuckle. River Falls trying to get a touch. Maddie Haynes can't quite control that ball. Cameron Massini with the ball sends it back to Haynes. Haynes dangerous again on the left side there. Haynes sends the ball in. It just goes wide of the wide post by no more than a yard. Haynes almost has her second goal of the game tonight. Another great job by Haynes. Just one of the more intuitive kids you'll find on a soccer field. Ball gets set down for a goal kick by the Wildcats. That is a fairly good goal kick sent out to the right flank of the Wildcats there. Hudson maintains possession though. Haynes with the ball, battling for it. Another shot by the Raiders goes right to Kiera LaCroix, goalkeeper for the Wildcats, who punts that ball away. Another scoring opportunity for the Raiders with the ball sent in on goal. River Falls sends the ball back to the center back, and it's sent to Leanna Becker to the left back. Left back tries to get it back to Becker, but can't. Tewinkle touches that ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Number 9 for the Raiders is in the game now is Grace Potter, another senior for the Hudson Raiders. Cameron Massini pressuring the goalkeeper there. Ball gets sent out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders here in the attacking third. So here's Ani Lewis with the ball. Ani sends it to that left side there to Haynes again. Haynes gets the ball on the right foot, but River Falls pressures hard. River Falls gets to clear that ball up toward the center. Leanna Becker, number 7, has the ball. Grace Potter gets a foot on that, brings it down. Tewinkle has the ball now. Tewinkle slots a nice ball to Cameron Massini. Massini gets the ball up through to Katie Woodley, but it's intercepted by number 18, Maddie Shue of the Wildcats. Haynes crosses the ball, but it goes wide left and behind the goal post there, and that'll be another goal kick for the Wildcats. Number 18, Maddie Shue's going to take this goal kick here. Number 16 for the Wildcats is Cindy DeBro. Sends the ball upfield. Ani Lewis back on defense for the Raiders there. Lets that ball go out of bounds out the touch line, and she's going to take that throw and does. Wildcats have the ball at their feet, battling with Emma Richard. Mariah Marg there tries to send it up there, right side. Ball is misplayed by River Falls, and Ani Lewis had the ball. Uses number 8, Ellie DeRocher, to kick the ball out of bounds. Hudson takes the throw. Ball goes up to center. Katie Woodley chasing after. 1v2 against River Falls defense. Ball goes out of bounds off of River Falls, clearing the ball under pressure, and Hudson's going to have this throw in. Haynes near the ball in the corner there. Gets the ball on the right foot, chips the ball in there, and it goes to the River Falls defender who kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be another corner kick for the Hudson Raiders. Corner kicks are always exciting. If you believe the statistics in soccer that 40% of all the goals are scored on set plays, that's a pretty good percentage, and this is a set play. Taylor Brinkman, number 15, the senior captain for the Hudson Raiders, is going to set this ball down within the triangle arc there. Let's see if Brinkman lofts this up inside the goal box. She does, and the ball crosses all the way through. Haynes with a header. Another header by Hudson. That looked like it was Cameron Massini that might have got the head on that ball. It goes up and over the goalpost. Good cross by Brinkman. One header by Haynes misses. A second header by Cameron Massini just misses as the ball goes up and over. Going to let Kiara LaCroix, the goalkeeper, well, I guess not. I guess number 3 now is Ashley Nelson's going to take this goal kick. Thought they were going to let the keeper take it there for a second. Obviously, Charles Conley, the coach for River Falls, has told them those weak balls to the center are not a good way to do goal kicks. They've been doing far better getting those balls out and high to the side. Hudson battling for the ball in the box area again. One Raiders down there. That's Maddie Haynes. Looks like she may have twisted an ankle. A little bit of trouble getting up there. Let's see if Haynes is okay here. Ball goes all the way across the field and out of bounds. This is going to be, I believe, a throw-in. The referee, okay, now he signals the other direction to River Falls, but it looked like it was out of bounds off River Falls and should have been a Hudson throw-in. Grace Potter, number 9, battling for that ball, sends it into the middle to Cameron Massini. Sends a ball with not much on it. Let's see if we can find Haynes on the field and see how she's running. She was down and it took her a while to get up there. Emma Richards sends the ball. There is Haynes. Haynes is still out on that left side. Hope she's okay. Number 5, Gina Filkins. Good change of direction there. It busted Katie Woodley's ankles on that play there. Filkins is a good player for the Wildcats. Filkins with the ball again, tries to get it back to her center back. That's number 6, Carly Vossen. Ball goes to the center there. This could be dangerous. Looks like Haynes is running fine. Haynes gets another shot, and it goes to the left side of the goal there. That is going to be a goal kick, I believe, for the River Falls Wildcats. But beautiful shot by Haynes again, coming in on goal. Boy, if she was hurt a minute ago, she sure didn't show it on that play. She gets a ball, gets a burst of speed, and gets a shot off. That'll weigh Maddie Haynes. There's Nelson ready to take the kick there for the Wildcats and does, and River Falls touches it out of bounds and just turns it over to the Hudson Raiders. Ani Lewis will take this throw in for the Raiders. We're into the second half here, folks. 3-1 is the score at the Hudson Middle School soccer field. Gina Filkins with the ball for the Wildcats, trying to turn it upfield. It's touched out by the Raiders out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for the Wildcats. Mariah Marg has this ball, the young sophomore for River Falls. Throws the ball into Gina Filkins, number 5 for the Wildcats there. Filkins gets the ball back to Marg. Marg gets the ball upfield toward the center there. It's intercepted by the Hudson Raiders. Goes to Katie Woodley. Woodley dangerous today with 2 goals and an assist already. Tries to send a ball through the center, but it gets intercepted. You can see Woodley was hoping that Massini might make an angled run there toward the goal, and kind of dictated that with her mannerism there and pointing her finger to Massini to come across on that ball. Hudson has the ball up in the corner again. There's Haynes. Haynes going 1v2, lifts a beautiful ball. Wow, that was a great save by Kiera LaCroix on a dangerously crossed ball by Maddie Haynes there. That was a good-looking opportunity for the Hudson Raiders to get their 4th goal of the game. Ball is in the center of the field again, and Hudson has possession of the ball. Cameron Massini, number 20, the young sophomore with the ball in the bright orange cleats. You can't miss her at those cleats. Good bit of ball handling by Massini, but overtouched, and the defender knocked that ball away. Hudson regains possession, but just kicks it out of bounds, out the end line. That's going to be a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Hudson just should have exhibited a little more patience on that play, where they just kicked it out the end line. Ashley Nelson for the Wildcats, ready to take the goal kick. Down 1-3, the Wildcats obviously have at least 2 goals to make up to tie. But the way the Raiders are playing, keeping the pressure on their end of the field here, I can't recall the last time the River Falls Wildcats had an attacking threat. River Falls takes the throw in here. They send it back to the center back, Carly Vossen. Ball goes out of bounds off of Hudson. Massini doesn't believe that. River Falls tries to send it in. Hudson intercepts. River Falls now with the ball. Sends it to their center back, who sends it out to the right flank for them. River Falls trying to get the ball upfield, and they do. The ball slips by Taylor Brinkman. Brinkman with the ball there. She turns it. River Falls gets a touch again up the sideline there. And now Emma Olson has it with a long driven ball up toward the center of the field there. Marley Johnston, number 8, the sophomore, tries to get the ball up in the air and out to the right flank and does. And there's Katie Woodley, who's having a great game today. Woodley tries to get the ball around that last defender, number 3, Ashley Nelson. Can't quite do it. Ball goes off of Nelson, though, and that's going to be another corner kick for your Hudson Raiders. This time it'll be number 14, senior Emma Olson, who's going to take this corner kick. Olson does a great job, just like Taylor Brinkman, getting high lofted balls. Olson has got great touch with that ball, and I think what you'll see is a ball, it's a highly lofted ball dropped right in by the 6. Good height on the ball. There it is on the 6, headed down and just to the right of the goalpost. That was an awesome play by Marley Johnston there, and just an aggressive player. It was a great corner kick by Emma Olson and almost headed in for the 4th goal of the game for the Raiders. Boy, they are banging the door down here. I'll be surprised if they don't get another 3 or 4 goals before the end of this game. Number 9, Grace Potter intercepts that ball, tries to get it to the center to Massini. Nice footwork by Massini. And Savannah Jensen in the game can't quite collect that ball. It goes over to River Falls. River Falls with control right now. Sends the ball to the center. It's intercepted by Hudson and sent back out to that left flank where Marley Johnston is. Johnston, number 8, the sophomore with the ball, taking it down the left side. Left foot crosses the ball in there, trying to get it to Tyler Huber or Cameron Massini. Ball's up in the air. Savannah Jensen gets another body on the ball but can't control. River Falls now takes over. Number 12 for the Wildcats as Caitlin Levi sends the ball up, but Hudson regains control, goes to Woodley. Woodley to Savannah Jensen, back tap to the center D's. Oh, that's a foul there. Posernich talking to number 16 there, Sydney Dubrow, saying, "What are you doing?" That was just a blatantly missed ball, and Dubrow decides to just knock her down after the play. There's Emma Olson with a nice chip up into the box there, and the ball just goes harmlessly to Kiara LaCroix, the goalkeeper for the Wildcats. Ball comes out near the center line there. Number 25, Ani Lewis on the ball right now. Amidst 2 River Falls Wildcats. Wildcats touch the ball out of bounds. Remy Rickert, the side ref, signals that ball will be a Hudson Raider throw-in. Ani Lewis, number 25, the talented sophomore with the ball, throws the ball into center back Taylor Brinkman. Brinkman slots the ball up to Marley Johnston, number 8 in the midfield. Johnston trying to get it out to the left flank and does to Ani on an overlap. That ball might have went out of bounds, and I think that's what they're calling there. Tyler Huber, number 22, the sole junior on the team, trying to get the ball to where it went out. And I believe that'll be a Wildcat throw-in. Coach C. Solom all the way over into the area here by the, not sure what's going on here, folks. Athletic trainer Mike Renfro working with number 8, Marley Johnston. I don't know if Marley took a bump to the head or what, but it looked like Coach Solom was talking to center ref Dale Posernich, and then Marley Johnston left the field with the athletic trainer there and is being seen. Hope everything's okay with Marley. I don't know what happened there. That might have been something off the ball. Hudson with the ball on the left side there as they come toward the Wildcats attacking. Ball goes out of bounds off River Falls. It'll be a Hudson Raider throw in. Hudson is up 3-1 in this game right now in the second half. Throw in taken by Ani Lewis. Ball comes in, touched by the Raiders. Back to Ani Lewis. Right-footed shot comes toward the goal into the box area, caught by Kiara LaCroix. Goalkeeper for River Falls gathers the ball in, punts it, short of midfield there. Number 21, Woodley, Katie Woodley, Woodchuck Woodley with the ball, goes out of bounds. Number 9, Grace Potter for the Hudson Raiders with this throw. Throw comes in to Savannah Jensen, number 2. Jensen sends it back to Emma Richard, number 10. Richard sends the ball up toward Massini. It's intercepted by River Falls. Goes to Filkins. Filkins sends the ball upfield. Center midfielder sends it to the upper left there. 2 Hudson Raiders are there, Taylor Brinkman and Grace Potter. Brinkman with a deft touch on the ball there, but loses it to the second Raider, or to the second Wildcat. Grace Potter there going one-on-one with number 7 for the Wildcats. Grace Potter still under control with the ball. Oh, number 7, beautiful touch by Leanna Becker, gets the ball, crosses it into the box area for the Wildcats. Emma Olson tries to chest trap the ball, comes down to the feet of the Hudson Raiders. Katie Woodley sends it over to Jensen. Jensen to the outside to Tyler Huber. Huber trying to get it up to Cameron Massini. Finally does on a second attempt. Massini on the left flank there, coming into the attacking third. Massini with the ball on her left foot, crosses it over to her right, trying to find some space there. Massini trying to get room, plays the ball back to Ani Lewis. Ani Lewis with a little bit of space for the Raiders in the back D, tries to cross fields. It's headed by Filkins back to the River Falls Wildcats. They try to send it upfield, and Grace Potter is there along with Taylor Brinkman. No harm, no foul. Brinkman sends a long ball up. It's headed out of bounds by the Wildcats, and it'll be a Hudson Raider throw in. Frantic action there, folks, back and forth. Grace Potter, number 9, now playing the right defensive spot for the Raiders, waiting for substitutions to come onto the field to play. Potter takes the throw. Filkins for River Falls gathers it in, tries to cross fields there, gets it over to number 2, Kinsey Rumley. Rumley crosses fields, but I think they must have called a foul somewhere here. Calling a foul on Hudson, giving a free kick to the River Falls Wildcats. Filkins, number 5, the captain for the Wildcats, will take this free kick, and does. Nicely lofted ball to the right side up to a forward there, trying to maintain possession. Number 2 there is Kinsey Rumley. She can't maintain control. Hudson ends up winning the ball. Goes out toward Cameron Massini, number 20. River Falls gets a touch. Tries to get it up to the upfield to their attacking players. Ani Lewis on the ball, and Hudson's defending third. Ani knocks the ball out of bounds and resets the defense for the Raiders as the River Falls Wildcats will take this throw in. River Falls with the left-footed ball in toward the top of the box there. Number 7 is Leanna Becker with the ball. Can't maintain control. Savannah Jensen's going to try to win this ball. River Falls regains. Now Tyler Huber for Hudson on the ball. River Falls gets another touch. A little frantic action here again, going back and forth with very little control and possession. River Falls number 9 is Jacqueline Balsiger with the ball there. Sends it to the midfield area there. Grace Potter gets a touch. Savannah Jensen with the ball, number 2 now. Nice chip ball up the right side there. There's Maddie Haynes, ever dangerous Haynes with the ball now, going one-on-one, slots the ball to the center. Massini with the ball in the top of the box, crosses it over to the left side. Tyler Huber can't get a touch, but Ani Lewis gets a touch on the ball, goes right to the goalkeeper there. Kiera LaCroix makes that stop. Hudson had a bit of a chance there again, but could not convert. Wildcats with the ball, trapped by number 16 there, Sydney DeBro. Ball's on the right side of the field, gets turned over, and it'll be a Hudson Raider throw-in. Substitutions coming on the field here now. If I'm not mistaken, it looked like a goalkeeper substitution for Hudson. So let's see if who ended the game, if it might be McKenna Olson or it could be Lauren Milbrandt, both of whom will be playing goalie for Hudson this year. You see Karen Chuckle in the orange shirt walking off the side of the field with Steve Solom. Hopefully everything's okay with her. She's been battling a bit of an ankle situation here and maybe trying to get her some rest. Wildcats with the ball here. The nutmeg center ref Dale Posernich. Ball goes out to the Wildcats left side there. They get a touch up to the top there. Emma Olson now defending for the Raiders. Olson has possession. Oh, that's probably going to be called a free kick for River Falls, and it is. That was kind of a tangling of the feet there again, but it looked bad. So Hudson rushes to get a wall built, and they're going to be told to back up here. Number 2, Kinsey Rumley for the Wildcats is going to take this free kick and does. Goes toward the head of the wall there of several of the Raiders. Grace Potter had a chance to win that ball. Number 2, Kinsey Rumley gets that ball along the end line there, and Taylor Brinkman comes to knock that ball out the sideline and the touch line there and give the ball to the Wildcats on a throw-in in the attacking third. Number 10, Maddie Buck, making her presence known here for the Wildcats, takes the throw in there. Gets the ball in, but Hudson gets a touch to clear it out of the defensive area there. Number 6, Maddie Maiorato in for the Hudson Raiders there. Maiorato, really a smart kid, really understands angles of the game when she plays. Maiorato with the ball right there, good bit of footwork. Gets the ball up to Tyler Huber. Huber taking it into that left corner, crossing the ball in, trying to get it back to a teammate there. Lots of traffic. Huber lifts that ball up, and it goes right to the goalkeeper, Kiera LaCroix, and LaCroix is going to punt this ball away. Maddie Maiorato has a sister, Katie Maiorato, that was a senior, played tennis for Coach Knutson as he coached the girls' tennis team last year. Katie Maiorato, great tennis player for the Hudson Raiders, had a really good senior season this past year. Ball goes into the box there and rolls out of bounds out the end line. That's going to be another goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Ball kids doing a great job here, getting the balls back in play tonight for the players. That's a valuable asset during the games. Kiera LaCroix ready to take this goal kick. And does. Savannah Jensen with the ball. Tries to maneuver, gets the ball over to T-Winkle. Ball comes out to Wisty, number 3 for the Raiders. Trying to get it up to Maddie Maiorato. Can't quite get through fast enough, and the goalkeeper, Kiera LaCroix, gathers that ball in and will punt it away. Intercepted by Savannah Jensen. River Falls sends that ball up. Taylor Brinkman tries to get that ball up onto the top to Tyler Huber. River Falls touched it. Huber regains possession. Comes back to Hudson. That's number 2, Savannah Jensen, fighting for the ball. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Wildcat throw-in. 3-1 here tonight, folks, in the first Big Rivers Conference match of the year between your Hudson Raiders and the River Falls Wildcats. River Falls takes that throw. It's headed back by the Raiders. Emma Richard fighting for the ball. Taylor Brinkman getting a touch. River Falls getting that possession. Izzy Wisty, number 3 for the Raiders with the ball, trying to bring it to a teammate there. Shields the teammate. Oh, that's got to be a foul there. That was a shoulder not playing the ball. It threw Emma Olson about 3 feet off the ball. They did call that foul appropriately. You can see the defiance by Emma Olson there, indignant after getting slammed to the ground there. Emma Olson with a nicely driven ball right over the half line there. And that might have been an offsides call or a foul. Yeah, they called the foul there prior to where the ball even landed. So Gina Filkins, number 5, will take the free kick for the Wildcats. Sends it up toward the top of the box. Izzy Wisty, number 3, on the ball for the Raiders. Lets it go out of bounds, and they'll take the goal kick. That's a really smart play by Wisty. Rather than being under pressure and having to deal with it, she let that go out of bounds. That's McKenna Olson. McKenna probably will be playing defensively as Emma Olson takes this ball. Olson sends the ball up, headed by River Falls, then by Hudson. Maddie Maiorato up near that ball, but can't gain possession. Goes over to River Falls. River Falls chips it up to the top center there. River Falls going 1v2, and Hudson's going to win that battle almost every time. Emma Richard tries to touch the ball up to Haynes. Can't quite get it there under control. Richard with the ball back. Fighting hard for the ball. Mariah Marg has the ball for River Falls. She sends it back to Kinsey Rumley. Rumley with the ball now going to her right. Sends a right-footed ball. Tries to slide it through, but that's going to go all the way out the end line there. That'll be a goal kick for the Hudson Raiders. I know McKenna will give that ball up to Taylor Brinkman to take the goal kick. Brinkman with a flat ball on the ground there. It's intercepted by River Falls, headed out by Emma Olson. Touched by River Falls. For some reason, they just kicked that out of bounds. Going to be a goal kick for the Raiders. Emma Olson with the goal kick for the Raiders. And per Emma's MO, high lofted long ball there, trying to get it out toward Haynes on the left flank. Haynes competing for the ball and wins the ball as she usually does. Now brings it in, cuts it toward center, tries to get a right foot off. Blocked by the shins of the defender there. Mariah Marg now with the ball. Emma Richards on the ball to displaced Marg with the ball. Richard trying to get a ball through to Haynes. Haynes can't quite get a clean foot on it. Ball goes to the midfield there. Leanna Becker for River Falls touches the ball away, wins the ball from Emma Olson. Tries to get a ball to the left there, and goalkeeper McKenna comes out, plays with her feet outside the box as she should. Ty Huber with the ball now for the Raiders. Can't quite get the footwork situated, and the ball gets touched out by River Falls. Izzy Wisty, number 3, will be taking this throw. Wisty waiting for substitutions. Ready to go, and the ball gets thrown in. Nice throw up to Maddie Maiorato. River Falls, though, gains possession. Maiorato dispossesses. Ball goes out of bounds off River Falls, and that'll be a Hudson throw-in. So Wisty comes up to take this throw. Intercepted ball by Taylor Brinkman, who sends it out to her left to Marley Johnston. Johnston with the ball. Goes to the right side of the field for the Raiders. Wisty going into pressure there. Emma Olson with the ball out to Wisty. And, you know, Wisty's going to have to learn to go away from pressure, not into it. It makes your life hard when you're going against more defenders, not less. River Falls in the center back with this ball, trying to let the goalkeeper get the ball, and Emma Richard there for the Hudson Raiders almost intercepted that and got a foot on the ball before the keeper could get there. Kiera LaCroix sends the ball out. Gina Filkins with the ball at her feet now. A few evasive maneuvers there. She keeps the ball close, sends it up to Leanna Becker. Leanna Becker with the ball now, sends a right-footed slotted ball to the center. Taylor Brinkman's there as she usually is. She sends that ball to the outside. Just gets outside before Izzy Wisty could maintain control of that ball. So it's going to be a Wildcat throw. Number 10 for the Wildcats, Maddie Buck here with the throw. Ball comes across to the center of the field here. Mariah Marg gets a touch, goes over to number 6, Carly Vossen. Vossen gets it out to the right side there to number 11, Aaliyah Nelson. Hudson intercepts that ball and tries to counterattack here. Ball goes to the center of the field. That is Emma Blank, number 5. Ball gets touched away. River Falls outruns Emma Blank on that ball, controls possession, but sends it out of bounds under pressure from Emma Blank. And Hudson will take that throw in their attacking third. Izzy Wisty with a quick start. Tries to get it to Maddie Maiorato and does. Maiorato in the center of the field. See if she can manufacture a shot here. Oh, Maiorato slots the ball, trying to get that ball to Emma Blank. Great idea by Maiorato, but I'd love to see her try to manufacture a shot there. It's a little bit of Mairato's MO is that she loves to make those assists, but she can certainly shoot the ball as well. Emma Blank gets knocked down there. Myrado thought that should be a foul, but it was not called. River Falls sends that ball to the right side of the field. This one, I believe, will go all the way out of bounds, and that's going to be Hudson's throw in there. Ani Lewis, number 25, the sophomore for Hudson, is going to take this throw and does. Tries to get the ball to Haynes. Haynes gets the ball, trying to get it back to Ani. Ball goes out of bounds. That's, well, it looked like it should have been a River Falls throw, but they're giving it to Hudson again. Must have been deflected out by River Falls. Haynes on the ball again. See if she can get a shot. Lifts it into the box area there to Emma Blank. Number 6, Myrado, gets dinged a little. You can see her hopping there with hopping on one foot. Trying to get the ball out toward Haynes again. They cannot do that. Number 10, Emma Richards, gets the ball outside. There's Haynes with the ball again. Haynes trying to lift the ball into the box area and does. Myrado's there, but still hopping around. Must have had somebody step on her foot or something. Ball gets sent back into the defensive end. Emma Olson battling for the ball now and still has control. Emma dribbling forward there. Somebody falls back and takes her spot while Emma Olson goes on the counterattack. She gets the ball back to Emma Richard as Olson retreats back to her normal position. Carly Tewinkle gets one touch on that ball but can't maintain possession. Ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a Wildcat throw-in. Substitutions on the field as Myrado leaves, still limping a little bit from a bit of a bad ankle. Cameron Massini, number 20 with the orange cleats, comes on. Throwing goes to Filkins, back to the center back, out to the outside, back to Filkins. Filkins with control of the ball in the midfield area, sends a left-footed ball, trying to get it to her left forward, but it can't quite get there. Hudson intercepts. Emma Blank, number 5 on the ball. Ball gets intercepted by River Falls, and the Wildcat, under no pressure at all, just kicks the ball out of bounds there. That was number 8, Ella DeRocher. And Izzy Wisty, number 3, will take the ball for the Hudson Raiders. Good throw-in by Wisty. Hudson cannot gather that ball, and River Falls intercepts, sends it back to their center D. Miss hits that one. Emma Richard has the ball, and Emma, I think, was trying to shoot that ball, but it goes out left, and it ends up getting to Maddie Haynes. Haynes has the ball on her feet, going one-on-one with the River Falls defender. Nice little step over, left-footed cross, and oh, Hudson, if Emma Blank could have headed that ball, she had a wide open goal on the backside of the net, and she kind of ducked and let it come through. Yeah, you can see, I think she's thinking that was a missed opportunity on that ball. Beautifully lofted ball by Maddie Haynes with her left foot, and Emma Blank ducked instead of heading. But that was another opportunity that could have been 4-1 Hudson Raiders. It remains 3-1 your Hudson Raiders. Taylor Brinkman with the ball, gets it touched away by the Wildcats up on top. They're counter-attacking now. They're in the attacking third for Hudson. Wildcats have the ball, cross it toward the box. Goalkeeper McKenna Olson comes out, can't get a clean hand on it, knocks the ball outside the box. The ball gets touched outside, and no harm there. Emma Blank with the ball now, trying to win the ball, but the Wildcats gained control but carried it out of bounds there. That was number 10, Maddie Buck, for the Wildcats. It's going to be a throw-in. Izzy Wisty, number 3, is going to take this throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Good long throw-in by Wisty, trying to get it up to Emma Blank. Blank can't control that ball. Now Tewinkle does, trying to switch fields there over to Haynes. Haynes shields the ball really well. Ends up winning that ball back. Ball's at the feet of Haynes. Nice ball for Haynes out to Marley Johnston on the left flank. Johnston heading down to that corner, see if she can get a cross in with the left foot, and does. Here comes the ball. Emma Blank again. It goes behind Emma Blank. A little bit unaware of where that ball was going to land, and Emma outran the ball. Carly Tewinkle battling there with number 16, Sydney DeBrew. And Tewinkle still battling on the ball now with Gina Filkins. Filkins sends it back to the center back. Johnston intercepts this ball, sends it in, or was that Emma Richard? Boy, mishandled. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for Hudson. Ball mishandled completely by Kiera LaRue on that one. LaCroix, I should say, on that one. Kiera LaCroix mad at herself for mishandling that ball badly. Let's see what the Hudson Raiders can do on this corner. They've had terrific lofted balls that have been in a position to head a ball into the net, and Hudson's just been unable to play the ball well in the air. Taking the kick will be Taylor Brinkman, number 15, the senior captain for the Raiders. Charging the net on a lofted ball. The ball gets played by the feet of the goalkeeper. Brinkman does a left-footed chip that goes behind the goal, and that'll end up being a goal kick for the River Falls Wildcats. Not much time left in this game, folks. 3-1, your Hudson Raiders are on top of the River Falls Wildcats. Hudson has dominated the offensive opportunities. And the score is 3-1. It could easily be 7 or 8-1 by now. Hudson outplaying River Falls in every facet of the game. River Falls just knocks that ball backwards. That's going to go out the end line and be another corner for the Hudson Raiders. Like to see a few more of the Raiders on the backside as that ball seems to come. If you see, they're front loading it toward the short side of the net there, and then they charge toward the goal. The problem is when the ball gets beyond them, then there's no one there. So let's see how they do on this one. This one looks like it's Emma Richard taking this. Emma Richard taking the corner here. Hudson Raiders all angling in. Ball's chipped, ball's in front. That's it. Ends up being a Hudson Raider goal. I'm not sure it was cleanly touched by anyone, folks. It looks like they may be congratulating Emma Blank for the 4th goal of the game. I'm not sure that was kicked in. It seemed to just flounder when a lot of bodies angled that ball toward the goal for the 4th goal for the Hudson Raiders, who have a 4-1 lead right now. Not much time again left in this game, folks, so the River Falls Wildcats are in a deep hole now. They take the kickoff here. It's Kinsey Rumley sending it out to the right side there. Ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be a Hudson Raider throw-in. Number 7 for the Hudson Raiders will take that throw. Cameron Massini on the ball, making a run for the Raiders now, sends the ball up into the deep corner. Johnston plays that ball back out. Emma Richard with the ball right now. Richard with a little tap over to Cameron Massini. Massini in the center midfield area. Gets knocked down there. Let's see if they call that play. It looks like they did. The Wildcats objecting to it vehemently, not knowing what they did there when they knocked them down. Kinsey Rumley completely in disbelief. The Raiders will get the free kick here. Looks like about a 35-yard ball outside the box. And Katie Woodley, number 21 now, is backing up to take the free kick here. Katie Woodley with the free kick, chips it up and toward the goal, and it goes up and over the net. A good-looking ball by Woodley, just a little too far. Free kick, goal kick for the Wildcats. Much better goal kick there exhibited by the Wildcats, but it goes cleanly out of bounds, and that'll be a Hudson Raider throw-in. Number 7 again for the Hudson Raiders. I apologize, is not on my roster. Have to see if we can figure out who number 7 is. Savannah Jensen trying to gather the ball for the Raiders and oversteps it, and it goes to River Falls. Running the ball down for Hudson is Grace Potter. McKenna Olson, the goalkeeper, comes out, plays it with her feet out to her right side. Izzy Wisty with the ball there. Wisty trying to get the ball up the line and does. Easily evades one defender. That's Filkins, a pretty good player. evades her completely. Whisky still with the ball right on a parallel line on that touch line. But crosses a beautiful ball for the Raiders there. And it was Woodchuck, Woodley, and Cameron Massini there, and went over the head of both of them. And that's the end of your game, folks. The Hudson Raiders win the first Big Rivers Conference contest of the year, 4-1. At the 90-minute mark, your Hudson Raiders have won this game. Thank you for being here. This is Knut Johnson, or John Knudsen, signing off. Have a great day.